Oral B. Oral B IQ. Count your days, bruh. Count your days. Why is this coming out of my toothbrush? This is disgusting. I just got this toothbrush. I always make sure I rinse it so it can like air dry properly before I put it back in the case. And I was looking at this part right here, and I'm like, why? It's the things I get. That's why I went in trash, right in trash right there, because I don't got time for the nastiness. That's nasty. Now I gotta get on Amazon and order me a new thing. I gotta tell my husband to bring me a toothbrush, because what in the world? It's disgusting. Don't get that toothbrush. Oral B IQ, don't get it. It look nice. It got stuff that come up on the screen. It ain't worth it.
Different department, which is backlogged, which means that they've been unable to process the business checks transcripts because that department is behind. So, from my understanding, that was what was being waited on from the underwriting team in order to be able to.
Anyway, y'all. So, yesterday, I got some, remember I told you I went to our old apartment building because we've still been getting packages. I got another package from Dagny Dover. I hope I'm saying that right. Hold on. Okay, great. So it is Dagny Dover. I had to look it up because I didn't want to be disrespectful. But basically what happened is, before Mother's Day was rolling around, they reached out to me and they wanted my address because they wanted to send me a gift for Mother's Day. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, that's so sweet. They said it would come around Mother's Day, whatever. I told them, I'll let them know if anything changes with our address because of, potentially moving, whatever. They're really sweet. It came, y'all know everything happened with Sky. She was delivered on April 30th. So Mother's Day was, I think like the following weekend. Yeah. After that weekend I got out the hospital. So I knew it was coming, whatever. Get the package. Fortunately, when I got the package, it wasn't like triggering or didn't make me sad, but it was basically a what do you call it? A diaper bag. Very, very cute. I don't have it right now, but it's very, very cute. And whenever a brand sends me stuff or sends you stuff in general, it's kind of an expectation that you at least share it like on your story, whatever. I purposely wasn't and haven't been on social for obvious reasons. So I emailed them, and the Solly Baby brand, because they also sent me like one of the baby wraps. I emailed both of them just to notify them of like what was going on, because I didn't want to come off rude as like, okay, you just got this gift and you're not gonna post. Like, I'm sure people will understand down the line once they realize what was going on, but it's not a guarantee that they will realize what was going on. So I just wanted to make it known, like, thank you so much for the gift. Of course, I would post under normal circumstances, but your girl's literally been mourning, so no. And they were very understandable. Very, very sweet. Right? So, in their response, they would just, sent their condolences and, like, just said, like, they're sending their love and stuff. Super, super sweet. Right? And then they're like, we know that eventually, you'll be able to put that bag into good use. Like, very, very sweet. And they also let me know that they will be sending another package. So that was the package that I picked up yesterday. Basically, long story short, right? Love their packaging. They have, like, the cutest packaging. Like, I'm trying to show you. Hold on. That's so cute. It has Keekz on it. Alright, so I opened that, but I didn't open it because I wanted to open it with y'all. So I love when brands send handwritten notes. I think that just puts like a great touch to things. It says, "Dear Keekz, sending you so much love." They're so cute. We hope these bags make your days just a bit brighter. All the best, Team Dagny. So cute! So cute. So when I saw bags, I was like, let me just wait till tomorrow to open this. Cause so what I love is that this is the bag, the type of bag that diaper bag came in. The diaper bag was super, super cute. What we got? Oh, okay, we got a duffel. This is cute. Look at the duffel. Don't mind my shorts, okay? Don't mind. No, actually, don't be judging me. Just pay attention to the bag. Don't be. Y'all can still see them. It's fine. Whatever. We have the bag. We have bags. They said bags. They said we gonna hook you up. This is cute. Oh, look at this. And it's like the same material as a bag. It's like a puffer material. I love it. What I love too, this was like also the case with the diaper bag. Ooh, look at this. The diaper bag. They had like strings like this for like the pacifiers and stuff. And like they had a wet bag. So I guess this is like the dust bag just specifically for this. I love it. Like, cause this is multifunctional. You can use this for everything. And this is just like a little pouch. And a lot of their bags have like a lot of compartments. I love a bag with compartments because there ain't nothing worse than putting your hand in a bag that don't got no compartments and then you just trying to look for stuff. And it's at the bottom. But this bag, please hold. This bag has like a bunch of different compartments. See what I'm saying? We love functionality. And it has a zipper part. Love that for me. Thank you, Dagny Dover. So cute. Love that. And all my bags are in storage right now. So this is actually coming in handy a lot. I'm going to see if I can wear it tomorrow to church. Not tomorrow. Today. We have Bible study tonight. And in the diaper bag that they sent me, it was a bunch of stuff. Like, I love getting PR packages that don't only contain the product, but there's like other products in addition to the product. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just really sweet to me. So it was a bunch of like baby stuff. It was like pacifiers. They put like a really good brand of like baby formula in there. They put like a body butter in there. It was just like so cute. Like, it was so cute. It was so good. What's this? This is cute. I don't have a bag like this. Oh my goodness. They really hooked me up. And I guess this is just for the inside of the bag if I wanted it to be. And another duster. This is called the Moonbeam. Oh, that's the color. Moonbeam is the color. The style of the bag is a Mila Toiletry Organizer Large. Oh, it's a toiletry bag. Girl, I was going to just wear this outside. This is nice. Look at the inside. Okay. That is cute. Love a good toiletry bag. And they gave another duster bag. Love that. This is really good. Hold on. I'm going to tell y'all the style of the... And it got like little compartments up here too. I'm going to tell you the style of the other bag that I pulled out. Because I saw the little card in here. Okay, the color of this is Moonbeam 2. But this is a puff shoulder bag. So cute. And now, let me show you the inside of this actual duffel. Is there anything else? Look at the duster for this. No, this is a wet bag, I think. Or just an additional bag. I love when bags have bags. Oh! I'm obsessed. How cute is this? I'm obsessed. Did this just become my favorite duffel? Absolutely. Immediately. Pronto. Stat. It did. And it has one of the straps. Oh! Thank you. It has a compartment right here. It has a compartment on the side. I feel like I'm doing a horrible job. A compartment on the side. There's a zipper portion right here. This is a Landon Carry-All Large bag. And the color is camel. Dumb cute. I love that they even included that tag in there, so I know what kind of bag it is. You look so pretty. I love your hair.
Oh, thank you. It has to grow on me. This crochet is so big.
It looks nice.
Thank you. Well, how are you since the last time we talked? And I know we left off kind of at the end of the story, but not quite. We still had more to share.
I don't remember all that I shared because I know it was a lot, but I know I filled you in on basically like with what's been happening more recently. But specifically why I asked today about us meeting was because today was our daughter's like original due date. So I'm like I need to talk today. It's heavy, and then I found out. I thought I was like, that's one thing I don't really like, of course, like about grief, because it's just like
Waves.
So I've been okay. Still having like certain moments, but overall okay. And then around like obviously Father's Day was this past weekend, so that was rough, a little bit. And then yesterday was the 17th, and that was the day that like Corey and I desired for our daughter to be born on, because my birthday's the 17th and he got saved on June 17th in 2018. So like that date had significance to him for that reason. And then like today's her actual due date. So it was just like a lot. But then two of my girlfriends, they ended up getting pregnant after me. So one of them, her due date was the 24th of June. So exactly like almost a week after my original due date. My friend who was due after me is actually being induced today. But it just like hit me like a ton of bricks, because I'm just like, okay, Lord, like this is just a lot. Like it's a lot. Like on top of seeing her every week and like seeing her every week, and like I'm still okay being around them. But it's just like I have had thoughts, passing of like, oh, like this is how big my belly would be looking at her. So it's like an additional thing, and I don't have any like ill will. Like I don't want anything happening to, like, I hope she has a safe delivery and stuff, and like the baby's healthy. Like that's not my thing. It's just like, Lord, like an additional reminder, and I don't want to have any like covetousness or like anything towards her or her baby. Like I'm just like, God, like, so that's I thought I was gonna be like okay for the most part today, but like finding out that last night just really like hit me. So yeah, I don't know why this camera is better. I need a new battery, a new camera. But anyway, my face looks a little puffy because I've been crying all morning. Today is June 18th. It is the day our daughter was, I guess, supposed to be born, her due date. Oh, that was helping that late. So it's just been hard. One thing I'm not going to do is lie to y'all and make it seem like I have this grief thing down packed, that it's been a breeze, and my outlook on everything has just been the greatest, because it hasn't. And I think it would take away from the transparency aspect of being a Christian, because there are trials and persecutions that you're going to experience, and they don't feel good at all, and they're uncomfortable, and it's important to navigate that the right way. I've been taking all of my burdens, concerns, emotions, feelings to the Lord, and it's just been weird because I do have peace in knowing that she's with Jesus, that our daughter's with Jesus, that's the best place for her to be. Like, I understand all of that, but there are still moments that I have where I'm grieving and I'm frustrated and disappointed and all of those things. And I just finished having my therapy session not too long ago, but my therapist like really helped with putting stuff into perspective a bit better, and just helping me to understand that two things can be true at once. So while obviously the goal is to have ultimate peace and the ultimate resolve, just to give myself grace in the process of getting to that point, because I'm honestly not there yet. Grief is just really annoying because it's like it comes in waves. Like, you feel like you're doing good, and then all of a sudden it just hits you like a ton of bricks. Today was the actual due date, so it's just like an additional reminder of like, okay, she's not here. Like, yeah, I have those thoughts where I'm like, oh, I could have possibly been having her today. I miss her. Like, all the things just have been running through my head. So I've just been trying to give myself grace in processing it all. I still believe God. I still trust Him. I may never understand, and He doesn't owe me an explanation. But it's hard. It's hard. And it's also been a situation that has grown me as a wife. And I know Corey, like, as a husband, it's been making our marriage stronger in multiple different ways. Just in therapy just now, I was like just sharing with my therapist how I feel like I don't like being misunderstood. It makes me feel alone, and how that's connected to me feeling like I was a burden in a lot of ways to other people growing up, and that's like connected to the way I feel like I need to show up for other people. So it comes off as a disrespect and a disappointment when I'm not receiving that in return, because to me it's become second nature. But my therapist was like, it's easy for that to become resentment towards other people because you're expecting yourself from them. And that thing just hit me really hard, because I'm like, dang, like, that's something else I have to bring to the Lord about healing in my heart, because I didn't see that as resentment. I didn't process it in that way. So it's just like, bruh, because I'm expecting me from you, me getting mad at you for not receiving that can lead to resentment. Like, that's crazy. And she also said something like, some of the ways that I show up for people in my life may be rooted in my own trauma. Those are hard pills to swallow, but they're so necessary, and it's so good because it's true. So those are things that I have to like actively, now that I'm aware of it, I'm happy that it came up and I'm aware of it now, so I can take it to the Lord and just ask Him to help me and heal my heart in those areas. That's what's going on today. So today is June 19th, 2024, and long story short, I'm not gonna act like I wasn't praying that she wouldn't have her daughter around the time that Skylar was due. I was, because just naturally any child honestly is somewhat of a trigger, but more specifically because we basically were pregnant together and very close together in our pregnancies. I honestly was just like, Lord, please. And her daughter was born yesterday. I don't like crying on camera, but it's like hard not to. I don't really have any words, honestly, because just like, if you know me, you know that I'm like I'm the most considerate person. So, and it's like, even if it's like to a fault for me, I'm just like overly considerate. So it's like, her and my other friend, like, I guess they just forgot that it was my due date, so they were just sending pictures of the baby. And I honestly just, I couldn't respond because I don't have any words. I still don't have all the right words. And I'm giving myself grace to like feel all the emotions. Like yesterday I was honestly just in bed all day and crying, and this morning it was basically the same thing. And I'm giving myself grace to like not beat myself up about feeling angry or disappointed or forsaken, and still happy for her that she had a healthy delivery. But I'm honestly just like, Lord, like, your word says you would never leave me nor forsake me, and I feel very forsaken because I just feel like you could have had her deliver her baby any day. Even with her being induced, it could have just been hours and could have went into today. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand, and he doesn't owe me an explanation. It doesn't. But it's like, also, like, I also didn't have the words to say because I obviously don't want them to think that I'm just like ignoring them just cause, but it's like I also don't want to share like, oh, yesterday was my due date, and then have her feel bad, you know, when this is supposed to be a joyous occasion for her. Like, I'm still thinking about other people in the midst of my pain. Like, that's just how the Lord wired me, and it's just like, it's exhausting. But it's like I'm allowing myself to just like feel it and grieve through it and cry out to the Lord and just go to him with it all, because it's a lot. It's like a lot. It's a lot. Like, it's just, I'm like, what I really could have just did without that. Like, not only was like her child going to be a reminder in general, but it's just like on the day. So I'm just like processing it all, and I'm the story of like Hannah, Panaya have just been something very that keeps popping up, and my friend in no ways, like, her character is not to just be malicious, or she wouldn't intentionally like hurt me. So that's not the comparison I'm making, but just for Hannah to just be like going through suffering like year after year, I'm just like, Lord, I'm trying, but like my heart is broken. It's like you're near to the broken hearted. It's like I feel like you're far, and I'm just like holding on by a thread, but I still see your hand. Like, I know there are people who are watching us, and I've heard my friends just tell me, like, I see God, like, just through you and how he's allowing you to handle this, like, and, like, to me, that's a blessing, because I know it's not me. It's just, like, God, like, I need you to walk me through this. I need you to, like, I need you to help me. I need you to take this burden from me. It's heavy. And it feels like it just keeps getting piled on. I'm trying to hold it together, bro. I really am. And then I'm also now, like, all throughout my pregnancy, I was, like, wondering why I wasn't getting any, like, responses back from, like, reaching out to brands about, like, collaborating with, like, baby stuff and maternity stuff. And I wasn't really getting a lot of responses. And it's like, now that Skylar has passed, I'm getting one, like, every couple of days. And these people are persistent. Like, I haven't responded. Because it's just, like, gifting stuff. But it's, like, I just haven't responded. Because I haven't had the capacity. And it's just, like, all these things are just coming about now. I just wonder what the Lord has on the other side of this. Time to fill y'all in. It is the following week. Last week, as you saw in the previous clip, I was going through it. Okay, that was nothing but an attack from the enemy through and through. It was just a really emotional week for me. Like, understandably so. I have talked to my friends, everything's resolved, and ultimately it was just the Lord showing me myself. And it's just when he show you yourself, you just be like, all right, like because ultimately it was just like, okay, I'm God, I'm sovereign, I don't need to explain nothing to you. Like, this was my will, so you do with that what you will, basically. Not in, like, you know, whatever. I just had to come to that realization of, like, you know what, okay, like, this is what it is. Like, how are we gonna proceed? That was that. He's given me so much peace moving forward. It's just like, it's just teaching me how to be more vigilant when it comes to, like, the enemy's lies, because he really threw me for a ringer last week and I got angry. Y'all should have saw me, like, alright. So that was that. So what's been happening since then is still everything with the house, right? Nothing has stopped with the house during all of this. So apparently everything with the IRS has been figured out. Don't really know how, but they got all that they needed. We were still waiting on a grant. I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. We were still waiting on them to process paperwork in regard to it. So we finally got word back about that being fine. Closing is tentative. We heard back from the underwriter yesterday, and I just got on my knees and I started praying. I started praying and crying out to the Lord. I'm just like, Lord, like, whatever your will is, this is something that you're going to get glory from, because it looks impossible, but nothing's impossible for you. So we just going to stand still and see the salvation of the Lord, because that's all we literally can do right now, because all the odds have been stacked against us throughout this entire process. But it's also been, like, divine timing, because the seller needed time for, like, certain permits and stuff too. So it was just like, it wasn't like the seller's been waiting on us only this entire time. So I'm just like, Lord, at this point, the seller's good. Got all the permits. Ready to close. It's in the Lord's hands. But it's making me, I was telling Corey, like, I'm like, this reminds me of, like, when I was waiting to see if I would get approved. Like, when I first came down here and I left New York by faith, because the Lord told me I was going to be living here in Philly and I need to look for an apartment. I don't have a 9-to-5. I don't have no W-2s. How am I going to get an apartment? The Lord worked it out. But I remember, like, being here, praying, asking the Lord whatever his will is. Like, he going to have to do it. and just like kind of being on edge a little bit, not knowing what was gonna happen. And I kind of feel the similar way because I'm like in this room again, praying. This morning I got up at like 5:45. I was praying. Corey got up around like 4. He was praying. So it was like we were doing shifts. But yeah, yesterday, like after I finished praying, like right after we got that email, I'm like, Lord, like you gonna have to fight this battle because we literally don't have the the tools. Like fight on our behalf. Like let everybody see your glory. Like this testimony will only be God did it, because it will not make sense. It doesn't make sense. So that was that. And then I just went into like praise, thanking the Lord for what he's already done. And I was getting pissed because I was thinking about like how the enemy like was messing with my mind last week. So I was just like casting him out, coming against him, all that, like just worship. And it felt so good. Like I can't remember the last time I worshiped like that. Before he sent that email. And literally closing's supposed to be tomorrow at 11 a.m. I need to do my hair. My hair is so dirty. I haven't done it since like I want to say the beginning of June. But we could possibly be homeowners by the weekend. All I know is just don't be surprised if I'm crying my eyes out tomorrow and all this, just because. And I'm curious. I think the seller is a Christian too, so I'm curious about like what resistance and the process that they had to go through too. And I just want to talk to them so bad. But that's that. So that's been the update. Hopefully the next time I press record on this video, it'll be because we got an email saying that everything is clear to go, and hopefully that doesn't take too long. It's really crazy because like the timing of everything too, like I remember when I did the application for the apartment, it was around like 9 a.m. and I heard back 2 hours later that I was approved. So around 11. This entire season, like I'm just like, Lord, how are you gonna get glory out of all of this? I'm very interested to see, because it's literally been thing after thing. Like it hasn't been one thing at a time, in a sense. It's like things are on. It's been like quick works, like quick turnaround, quick like, oh, getting your heart together. I'm addressing this pride in your heart. I'm addressing this lack of vulnerability, this problem with vulnerability that you have. I'm addressing how you see me in my sovereignty. Like quick works. Like, do you trust me? All these things have been like really quick and on the heels of each other. And I'm just like, Lord, like before I could really process the last thing, there's something else. And I'm just like, Lord. Like, nope. All right. Next. So I'm grateful. I don't know what's on the other side of this, but we gon' see.